Well, in another part of Delhi under food pressure really to check food inflation, a meeting of key ministers in the Modi government with state food ministers is underway to discuss possible ways to rein in prices effectively in the backdrop of a poor monsoon. This year, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley assured that there is no reason to panic and the situation will finally come under control, and he attributed the spiraling prices to hoarding. In May, the overall inflation rose to a 5-month high of 6.01%, while food inflation increased to 9.5% due to rising prices of essential food items like vegetables, fruits and cereals. What has left the government worried, though, is that despite government measures and adequate production, prices of some food items, especially onions and potatoes, have been rising.
Cooperative federalism और कीमतों पे नियंत्रण रहे, इस नियंत्रण को रखने का एकमात्र तरीका यही है कि दोनों सरकारें अपनी पूरी ताकत से और अपनी पूरी लगन से अपने अधिकारों का प्रयोग करके कीमतों के ऊपर नियंत्रण रखें.
And our correspondent Aditi joins us live from Vigyan Bhavan. Aditi, a very interesting point made by the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley while addressing the state food ministers. He said we're importing inflation.
Absolutely. In fact, there are a lot of important points, Vedika, which Arun Jaitley had pointed out, apart from the fact that he blamed the Iraq crisis for the inflation here. He also said that one of the key reasons for inflation within the country was black marketing and middlemen. So that is one thing that he pointed out, that all the state governments respectively should wipe out the problems of middlemen and hoarders and black marketeers. Apart from that, he did mention that India is a country which is importing inflation, given the fact that in India itself there are a lot of factors which are giving rise to price rise. In fact, he also mentioned that the fact that for the next 6 months or so, each state government should have a buffer stock with them, so that to avoid black marketeers and middlemen to come in and increase the rates of the prices, especially during the festive season and especially during the time the winter season kicks in. In fact, Vedika, right now the meeting is still underway. What we are getting to learn is that after this session, all the representatives of the state government, the various food ministers, are going to shell out their own problems, the particular problems they are facing because of hoarders, black marketeers or the scanty rainfall. After that, a formula will be devised in order to address the issues that were conveyed by the state ministers, by the state food ministers to the centre. In fact, at around 5 p.m. is the time when the entire meeting is going to come to an end. Now, why this meeting is extremely crucial is because the fact, Vedika, that as soon as the NDA regime came into power, the prices of various vegetables, particularly onions and potatoes, spiraled out of control, not only in one particular state but across the country. Yes. And that is one thing that put the centre in jittery, and that is why this high profile meeting has been convened. So crucial basic steps being combined in this meeting. In fact, there will be strict decisions taken also for the Food Security Act to be implemented across the country. Right now it has been implemented only in 6 states. So the centre at this point of time is trying their level best to come up with various options and by which at least they can control the price rise at least for the next 6 months, Vedika.
All right, Aditi, thanks for joining us live from outside the Vigyan Bhavan, where Arun Jaitley is meeting with state food ministers.